To be honest, I never planned for that. Should I do this? When is the right time? What the fuck did happen? Like, how, to be honest, it sucked before too. What a surprise. Everything was just amazing. Nah, I'm not getting back. Like, no fucking way. Damn, this was like unexpected. Not for me. What else? Which lasted for more than 20 fucking years. Can you imagine that? And then I was like, right now? Right now is the right time. So I just did it. Cacao ceremony. Hey people, hello. So today is the day for me because exactly 1 year ago on this day, I quit the most long-lasting relationship in my life, which lasted for more than 20 fucking years. Can you imagine that? And that's the relationship with alcohol. The ones who know me for quite some time probably know that I was usually hanging out with a bottle of beer in my hand, and it was not easy for me to imagine having a good time without having a drink or two. So right now, realizing that it's been 1 year since I actually don't do that is just mind blowing. So today, I just wanted to reflect a bit on this, how this year went, what did I learn, what did change for me, and perhaps, share some inspiration with others. And first, just to start, just to remind you, what the fuck did happen? Like how did it happen that I decided to quit drinking? To be honest, I never planned for that, but I always deep inside I always wanted to do that. And then I read this book. It's called Dopamine Nation. Amazing book if you want to understand the nature behind the addictions. That's the one. I don't, what are you waiting for? Just grab it and start reading it. That's amazing. If that's the topic that really top of mind for you. So I read this book, and this book suggests that if you want to see how your life would look like without an addiction, just make a break for at least 30 days so you can see how it goes. And one morning, I just woke up. I was having a tea in a park, and I was like, dude, I want to do this experiment. When should I do this? When is the right time? And then I was like, right now? Right now is the right time. So I just did it immediately. Right after that tea in the park, I went home and I did three things to make it a successful experiment. First, I made a public commitment. So I sent a message to my friends saying like, "Hey, I'm doing this experiment, and I wouldn't mind your support within the next 30 days. So, don't call me to the bar, don't try to escalate a drink with me and stuff like that. Like, I will try to park it for a while just to see how my life would look like." Second thing, I also kind of, created a penalty for me. Again, to my friends, I told them if I lose, I pay 300 euros to you. So like this is the money, and I would give it to you because I failed. And then thing number three, I created like a visual board on my whiteboard in my apartment just to keep the track of how is it going. Like it was really important for me to visually see the progress. Like it's been 1 day, it's been 1 week, it's been 2 weeks, and stuff like that. And that what happened. And then after 30 days, by the way, it was super easy. I was so surprised. It was so easy for me to handle that. I didn't have much of a cravings. I start seeing the benefits really soon after a week or two. Everything was just amazing. Somehow it also overlapped with like good summer weather in Berlin. So everything was just flourishing. So yeah, it was really a good time. So after 30 days, I was like, nah, I'm not getting back. Like, no fucking way. I don't force myself anymore to like resist alcohol, but I'm not willing to come back to. And to be honest, throughout this life, I think there were two or three times when I drank. I just want to be honest with you. There were like a couple of times when I enjoyed the glass of wine because the atmosphere and the environment was, you know, so really encouraging for that thing. And there was also one day when I was really stressed and I had a few beers. And to be honest, none of the times I had alcohol, I really enjoyed it. It felt like the magic is gone. Like I don't really understand what is the point about that because I just felt like I felt weaker. I wanted to sleep. I didn't feel all of this excitement and fun than I had before, which made me realize like, hey, I'm in any decent future, I'm not going back to that habit. But anyway, I just wanted to reflect, and share a couple of observations for me throughout the year, what happened, what did change, and stuff like that. So first thing that changed is more of a, health and physical environment for me. So basically, I feel like I became healthier person. I kind of struggle a bit less with pain and stuff like that. I feel myself better. Definitely, the brain fog has gone away. Also, the physical shape has went up. I think I lost like 15 kilos of weight. I also brought my body to the good shape. I definitely can see the difference to where I was when I started and where I am right now. I'm also enjoying physical activities really a lot, and something that became something that was like a hard time for me, like go to the gym, go to the run, go to cycle. Right now, it's just easy. Like I go there because I like it. I do that because I enjoy that stuff. So that thing number one. Improvement number two is more like the energy levels. So basically, I just when you kind of disconnect your energy from something that consumes it, you kind of naturally have this new pool of energy available. And that's exactly what happened. And then I just had to find the new ways where to invest this energy because I have it now and I can do something more appropriate or more healthier or more interesting, something that like aligns more with my values. Which leads me to point number three. When I got more energy, I naturally kind of changed the way I spent my time. So I noticed that I have quit some of the time killing habits like playing the video games, watching TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So I definitely do very, very less of it. Don't play video games, rarely watch series, more rarely watch TV shows like and the movies and stuff. And then I kind of put this energy into something else, like personal development, like reading books, like talking to people, like recording these video, playing guitars and recording covers, working on myself whatsoever. So yeah, that's definitely a shift that happened for me. What else? Then I realized I can party sober. Damn, this was like unexpected because I so tightly associated having fun with having a drink. Then I could hardly imagine myself just, enjoying something being sober. And I don't remember how many times, a lot of times, I went to the sober raves where basically I go to the rave where everyone is fucking wasted and I'm just being completely sober there and enjoying it and really having fun because, when everyone around, like when the vibes are up, even if you're sober, you absorb this vibe and you're kind of vibing with everyone too. So that worked like a charm for me. And also discovered the power of day raves. So I usually go to at summer in Sisyphus and winter to Berkheim, basically where throughout the day the party is happening. And then I arrive around like 3 p.m., stay until midnight, go to sleep. Works wonderfully. And then I started spending less money. What a surprise! Not going to the bars, not ordering drinks in the restaurants, stuff like that, not having 7 beers on a Friday night, obviously works good for the wallet. Not everything is like, purple rainbows and stuff. There are things that didn't work out for me. For example, when I watched the YouTube videos on how people actually, what are the benefits that people realize after quitting alcohol, lots of them were saying they are having better sleep. Well, not for me. My sleep sucks, and to be honest, it sucked before too. Like nothing has changed. I guess I can say it like that. Uh, Sleep is my weak spot, unfortunately. When I'm, having some worries mentally, going through some hard times, the first thing that suffers, unfortunately, is sleep. And then on top of that, I guess it became less fun to hang out with people with whom I used to hang out while being drunk. Obviously, no surprises, right? If alcohol was something that bond us together, when this thing is gone, it's kind of natural to expect that this connection would be gone as well. But at the same time, I don't really think that I lost any relationships with anyone because I quit smoking, quit drinking, because people are still there, still around. We just hang out a bit less and stuff like that. Um, then also an interesting point at the beginning, at the first months when I quit. I had so much energy. I was like really so into like totally like shining with the energy. And then at some point of a time things got stabilized, and I kind of this became my new normal. So in a way it kind of looked like a jump, and then kind of a bit of a roll off, and a stable energy level. So that what happened. Eventually I kind of adapted myself to these new levels, but it kind of felt like also I have lost the dynamics a bit. So yeah, that's my story. That's the whole year, and a quick recap on that. And basically, in the end, I just wanted to give perhaps a suggestion or encouragement to someone who is thinking about quitting whatever, being this alcohol or any other addiction. You know, like I would say, absolutely counterproductive thing, but don't try to push it away. The growth, like when I reflect on things that happened in my life and big decisions that happened in my life, they all happened naturally. It wasn't like I have to quit this shit and I do as hard as I can to finally make it happen. That doesn't work, because what you resist persists. And more effort you put into this resistance, the less pushback you get. Wait until it becomes a natural point. Wait until you grow to the point and you outgrow this problem. So then it just becomes an obsolete thing for you. Just work on yourself, like develop your skills, become a better person. Um, Live your life by becoming better and better every day. And then one day you will wake up and you will just say, like, hey, this thing is not for me. It's in the past, and I'm moving on. And then things will happen for you naturally and with really, really low effort. I know it's counterproductive, for a majority of different people, but the path of non-resistance is a wonderful journey. So yeah, been one year, a celebration today. Probably will crank a beer open and enjoy it. Joking, probably non-alcohol beer. Or actually, I'm going to some cacao ceremony today. So definitely a different celebration thing. But thanks for being here, and wishing you all to find your smooth path towards your next improvement. Stay strong.